Hello and welcome back to the Sam Beast YouTube channel. My name is David Foxen and we've got another one in our epic series of ITAM shorts. Today we're talking to Mr. Shaun Ashbury, who is even more of a niche than just ITAM itself. He's an ITAM recruitment guru. He's one of the biggest names in the ITAM world for placing people, recruiting people, and he's got a lot of really good advice. In this ITAM short, I asked him how on earth did he get into ITAM recruitment and what's his career journey been like. We hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like and subscribe, if you want to support and be nice. It's much appreciated. And we shall see you next time here at the Sam Beast YouTube channel.
Pure luck. Pure chance.
Pure luck.
Yeah. You go to all the conferences and everyone asks that question, how do you get an ITAM? And it's always through, someone suggesting, would you like to do a bit of this work? Exactly the same here. So my director had a few fingers in a few pies, I guess, with the SAM consultancies previously that he worked with 15 years ago. I was just a junior recruiter then, and he suggested, Shaun, why don't you look into this? So I inherited a couple of contacts, learnt what I could, tried to get my head around what I could. Went from there, basically. Was lucky, made a placement, found someone a job within the consultancy, and then just thought, you know what, I'm going to try this, and look at me now. I'm a suggested a specialist.
No, absolutely. I think, plugging kind of like your LinkedIn and stuff, you're very, very active on LinkedIn with your LinkedIn group. You're regularly posting things like webinars that you think people should be interested in. You've got all the cool, funky graphics when you've got roles up with all the different country layouts and the flag. It is kind of, you have molded yourself, haven't you, into this kind of one of the go-to recruiters for the ITAM world, and you've kind of set yourself out from the herd, if you like, by being so proactive in the ITAM industry. Do you actually enjoy ITAM?
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's like I don't do the job, so I can't go to these webinars and fully interact. But what I like, the people, great. The people that do ITAM are a friendly bunch. As you say, it is quite a small industry, so everyone does kind of know each other, and that I quite like, because you actually make organic friendships, and through that, it's quite technical, it's pretty complex, but hey, it's how the world goes around these days. It's essentially sort of accountancy for the software world, isn't it? So it's a big part of what, sort of the future age will be, I suggest.
Yeah, and how, as a recruiter, how much do you actually need to know about ITAM? Like you mentioned there, if you go on calls, you can't you're not doing the day-to-day side of things. But from you personally, how much research and stuff do you actually do on ITAM so that you feel comfortable in, you get a CV through from someone that's in the ITAM SAM world? How do you, build up your own knowledge to know, actually, that's a really good CV, or that's just waffle?
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of part and parcel why I go to the conferences and sort of attend the occasional webinar, is that it educates you. The conferences usually suggest what is the in thing, or how certain tools work, or how certain processes or software that people have implemented within their estate. So all of that sort of stuff that's good answers. That's what you kind of build up a talent profile, and if people are saying the right things, you've heard it before, you kind of know that. Obviously, I can't test them, but I can certainly guide them to someone who can. And that's part and parcel, I guess, of conferences, speaking to people. I'm doing it for over 5 years now, so you kind of built up a pretty good knowledge base to at least advise someone, to interview someone. And I can, I guess, kind of cut through the lies if someone has it on their CV and they're not able to kind of discuss it. So don't
copy and paste jobs.
Anything fake on there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Shaun will catch you out. No, that's a really good point. I think the conferences and all that kind of stuff. So in previous interviews when we were speaking to consultants, one of their biggest pieces of advice is don't be scared to put yourself out there. Don't be scared to engage in LinkedIn groups, go to conferences, ask questions, etc. I'm guessing you'd kind of give the same sort of advice to anyone kind of looking to get into the ITAM world.
No, 100%. I mean, with ITAM, I mean, there has been a massive shift from kind of people just, or the companies just know we can do this. I mean, you look at all the webinars that sort of put in the webinar blog and the weekly posts. These ones are trying to help people. So there's a massive shift in the community trying to help people. So consultancies trying to give handouts or takeaways within the webinars they provide. Equally, people like yourself, and I could name drop multiple people here if you'd like.
Feel free. Name drop away.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously you've got people, so Pierce, Frederick, Pierce for IBM, Frederick for Oracle, Kylie and Rory obviously do a ham series, and I'm doing SAM series on YouTube. And of course, I mean, Alex been sort of focusing a lot on Microsoft. I mean, all these people have kind of taken on that new community feel of ITAM, which I guess has developed in the last 5 years, which probably is hand in hand with LinkedIn. LinkedIn has become a major tool. People are using that to either canvas themselves or to suggest help, basically, to allow people to build these sort of connections and able to learn. I mean, of course, you've got the ITAM forum as well, which is built for people who do ITAM, predominantly for the end users. I'd like to be invited if possible. Hello. and that's kind of the way that's going. Really, isn't it? Community is helping it out, and that's the best way for people to get involved in ITAM is to get involved, comment, request for, ask for a little bit of advice. Say, everyone in the ITAM industry, as mentioned before, really friendly. They want to help people. It's not an exclusive environment, is it? So, yeah.